This episode is sponsored by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro for free at RamseySolutions.com/invest. You're listening to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires, where we talk investing, retirement, building wealth, and outrageous generosity. Alyssa joins us all the way from Alberta, Canada. What's going on in Alberta, Alyssa?
Sorry, what was that?
What's the vibe in Alberta?
It's actually pretty nice out right now, so all right.
Wonderful. How can we help today?
My husband and I are wondering if you guys think it's okay if we stop investing for 2.5 years in order to pay off our mortgage.
Whoa, why the aggression?
Because we want to be mortgage-free before we have kids so that I don't have to work if I don't want to.
Aha. Okay, how old are you two?
23 and 25.
And what's left on the mortgage?
$167,000.
All right, what's the household income?
Gross annual income's about $150,000.
And that's with you working. So your goal is, hey,
yes.
You're not pregnant, but once we start to go down that path, you want to be able to stop working?
That's right.
Okay. And you would not be able to do that today with the finances?
No, I don't think so. We would have to be cutting it pretty tight.
Okay. Well, I don't love the idea of you guys pausing investing and unplugging that growth and those contributions, because you look 30 years from now as to what those will turn into, and you'll go, oh gosh, that hurt my stomach a little bit. Because you guys have no debt in the emergency fund already, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Gosh, Alyssa, I'm actually kind of leaning because you guys are so young, and you want to have this lifestyle change of staying home. I may be okay I would make it a goal to say maybe we do it for a year. Maybe we pause investing for a year. And what would it look like? Because the truth is too, by the time you get pregnant, it's 9 months. Like you'll have maternity leave, right? I mean, like there's some, what's your maternity leave situation with your work?
12 or 18 months I get to choose.
Oh, wow. Paid?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Paid. Okay, well there's...
Like not full salary, but a portion of it, yes.
Okay. Well, I would factor that in to this scenario as well.
Because if you're doing 15% of your household income, that's $22,000 that you would not invest but throw at the house. So either way, it's not going to knock out the mortgage, years sooner by pausing the investing. So I'm just curious what's stopping you. Let's say you guys wanted to have kids now. Could you do that, take your maternity leave, and then see where the mortgage is at that point?
Yes, it just wouldn't get paid off for another 5 to 7 years from my calculations, because I was using a Excel spreadsheet and put in all of the potential lump sum payments that we would be able to do over the next 2.5 years, and that brought it to the payoff date to September 2026. But yeah, it would be quite a bit farther. And
I don't know why it would take 7 years just by.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
And I don't want you to not invest for 2 years straight.
Mm-hmm.
And so if this was on the cusp of this, just a few months of not investing, we can get there. But right now we're sort of talking in theoreticals and hypotheticals.
Right.
And so I would keep on the path you guys are at. I would aggressively attack the mortgage. I would get that budget down and also make a mock budget and see what life would be like living off of just his income.
Yeah. How much is your mortgage payment a month?
About $18, $20.
Okay. Yeah.
And what's his take-home pay?
Together our take-home pay is $110. I'm not sure. His gross annual income is about $90.
Okay. I'm just wondering if we can get him to take home about $7,000, about $7,500, that would put your mortgage right at about 25% and still give you margin to throw extra at it.
Yeah. It just all depends on how busy his work is, really, because he has months where there's not enough for him to make that much.
Can he find another job to do when it's slow times?
Possibly, but he would have to be able to go into work whenever his boss needed him. He's an electrician, so it's just if they have projects on the go, then it's crunch time, and if not, then he might be able to get a second job, but then you would have to. This job would have to be
flexible.
A priority.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of leaning. Listen, I would make it a goal for just a year, but I would be okay because of your age, because you guys are such planners. You know what you want. You don't want to be working when you have a baby. Like there are these life big things. And if you have to pause for a year for investing in order to make these things happen, I would be okay with it. I would. But I also would say we do find people, Alyssa, that they pause investing and then they look up and it's been 5 or 6 years because that $22,000, well, we needed to go on a nice trip. So we decided we'd wait another year. You really
had to upgrade the car for the baby.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. You start like kind of bringing in the stuff. And I don't want these years to go wasted for you guys financially because you work so hard to be in such a great position to gain so much momentum. But I also understand life choices in the moment. You want to be able to have that piece too. And then I'll throw this out too, Alyssa. Everybody's story's different with babies, right? I mean, some people it does take an extra year than longer, even longer than that, right? So, so also have some of this with an open hand, and we never want people to not have a baby or not get married because of where they are financially either. So I do want that for you guys. I want you to be able to start that family, but I do understand the value that you have of wanting to be home. Which is understandable too. And not having $1,800 go out helps with that.
That's serious.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the mock budget and just seeing how tight you can get things and still have a life while you're at it. Because, baby step 4 is intense to intentional. And so you don't have to go full throttle, but you also have a pretty intense goal of wanting to stay at home and go down to one income.
Yep.
So
exactly.
A lot to think about there. Thanks for tuning in to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires. To learn more about investing, visit RamseySolutions.com/investing or click the link in the show notes. Ramsey Solutions is a paid non-client promoter of participating pros. Learn more at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.